What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hollywood Steve back with another video. Before we get into things, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys comment. Help me get to 500 subs, guys. That's where we want to start. Get to 500 subs and then explode from there. So really make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. All right, we're gonna dive right into it, guys. In today's video, it is my review of SummerSlam nights 1 and 2, the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, and it did not disappoint. Now, I have a few things. We're gonna start right off the bat with. We are gonna start things off right out of the gate with. We're just gonna start things right out of the gate with the main event. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins cashing in on CM Punk. Now, so this whole injury angle, which I thought was a work. I thought we were all being worked with this injury angle, because something didn't seem right, like when the injury happened. The fact that they were focusing a lot on Seth at Saturday Night's Main Event when the injury angle happened, and it was just. I did not see this coming. I did not expect CM Punk to have a 5-minute, 20-second title reign as world champion. So, after an absolutely incredible match, CM Punk throws Gunther over the Spanish announce table. Gunther comes up gushing blood, and 2 GTSs later, CM Punk is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, as CM Punk is celebrating, okay? As CM Punk is going through is celebrating, soaking it in, taking it in, like he cannot believe he's actually done this. He cannot believe that he's actually won the World Heavyweight Championship, his first title in 10 years. He is soaking it in. Seth Rollins' music hits, and first Seth Rollins comes down to the ramp, and Paul Heyman's holding up the briefcase. Seth is like, "Hey, I have the briefcase. I have a year. I can cash this in anytime I want." And he turns around. Seth Rollins turns around, walks back up the ramp, but then he throws the crutches away, turns around, takes off his knee brace, marches down to the ring, proceeds to beat CM Punk mercilessly with the briefcase. With the Money in the Bank briefcase, just proceeds to beat him mercilessly with it, then cashes it in. A curb stomp later, Seth Rollins is your new world heavyweight champion. And I don't know if I like this. I understand. Let me just, I'm just going to give you my take on it. I don't like it because I wanted to see CM Punk with a long, with a decent title reign. I wanted to see CM Punk with a good title run. With a decent title run. Not a 5-minute title run. Not holding the title for 5 minutes and then being cashed in on. Now, I will say that the season 2 of Unreal, when they have this, when they have this on the show, on the next episode, it's going to be really interesting to hear what the thought process was. What the thought process was here. And and I was shocked. I was absolutely surprised. But there you go, CM Punk beats Gunther, wins the title. 5 minutes later, gets cashed in on by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is now your new World Heavyweight Champion, and he has said, as long as CM Punk is in the WWE, and as long as Seth Rollins is in the WWE, CM Punk will never be World Heavyweight Champion. As long as CM Punk and Seth Rollins are in the WWE together, Seth Rollins will never let CM Punk be world champion. So that was that title change. Then opening the show was the tag team match between the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed against Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, and main event Jey Uso. And this match, guys, I'm telling you, this match was good. This match was really good. Roman and Jey looked really good together. They were really good tagging together. And so Roman and Jey pick up the win here. They beat Seth. They beat Seth. They beat Seth's group. They beat the Brawns. And not only did they beat the Brawns, they beat them clean. And Roman Reigns saved Jey Uso at one point. Yeah, Roman Reigns saved Jey Uso at one point. It was a point in the match where Braun Breaker was going to go for a spear, and he had Jey in his sights. Roman pushed Jey aside, took the spear for Jey, and saved Jey Uso. Then they both hit spears. They hit a 1D, which was made famous by the Dudleys, known as the 3D. But Jimmy and Jay made it their own and called it the 1D, the one and done. And so Roman and Jay hit the 1D, hit a couple of spears. Jay hits the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Roman and Jay beat the Bronze. They come out victorious here. Now, don't know what it means going forward. Excuse me. Don't know what it means going forward. It's gonna be interesting. What I don't want is another War Games match between. I don't want another Bloodline War Games match. And by the way, for the first time, if I haven't mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. For the first time ever, at Petco Park in San Diego, WWE is hosting a PLE. Survivor Series War Games is going to be at Petco Park. I am so looking forward to this. I am so looking forward to seeing how this is going to go, how it's the aesthetics of everything, how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. And I hope, and if it goes well, I want to see him come back into another one. I want to see maybe a Money in the Bank. I want to see a Rumble. I would love to see a Rumble at Petco Park. I want to see one of the big four at Petco Park. Now I know that it won't be, Petco Park will never get a WrestleMania. I know that. But at least I want to be on the loop for Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. Because holy cow, this is gonna be cool. We have inside Petco Park, we have what's called Gallagher Square. It's a big open area with bench seating, with benches, a stage, which I'm sure is where they're going to do the pre and post show. But anyway, back to SummerSlam. So Roman and Jay pick up the win. Then we had the women's tag team match. And in this one, surprisingly, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss beat Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Let me say that again. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss beat Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of Judgment Day for the women's tag team titles. Probably one of the most oddest pairings in all of WWE that I have ever seen. Well, not one of the most weird pairings that I've ever seen, but Charlotte and Alexa don't like each other. We know this. We know that they don't like each other. We know this. But yet here they are winning the tag team titles. And there was a point in the match where Alexa had accidentally punched Charlotte, and Alexa was going for Raquel Rodriguez, and she accidentally punches Charlotte. I mean, square punches Charlotte square in the face. And as the match goes on, Alexa gets Roxanne in the Sister Abigail DDT, and Charlotte's behind her, looking at her, and I'm thinking Charlotte's gonna hit her with the boot. Charlotte's gonna hit her with the big boot and take her out because Charlotte got hit. Well, Raquel Rodriguez comes in to run interference, and Charlotte runs right behind Alexa, gives a big boot to Raquel, and Alexa Bliss hits the Sister Abigail DDT. We have new tag team champions, surprisingly, and this was interesting. This was an interesting one, but cool. But now, what does that mean for Judgment Day going forward? So those are that's kind of it was a 6-match card. So new tag team champions, main event. Seth cashes in on Punk. New world heavyweight champion. Roman and Jay win. And in between, all this, sorry guys for the weird position of the camera here. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up here, guys. I'm gonna give you guys the rest of the rundown of the. I'm gonna give you guys the rest of the card here. So interesting. Interesting call on the Seth and Punk. I did not think that. I did not think that CM Punk was going to cash in on Seth Rollins so early. So this one was really that was an interesting that was interesting. So just looking up the SummerSlam match card here. So I can give you guys the so I can give you guys the full rundown here of the yes, okay. Then we had Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre taking on Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. And okay, it was a match. It was a match. I mean, it wasn't anything that that was gonna blow you away. The heels picked up the win. Jelly Roll hit a black hole slam, as Michael Cole referred to it. So Jelly Roll had a few good spots in it. But in the end, Logan Paul hits the frog splash, and him and Drew McIntyre pick up the win. And there we go. And that was kind of the match. And then, like I said, we had Roman Reigns and Jey Uso beating the Bronze. Then we had also on SummerSlam Saturday, we had Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the women's championship Tiffany retains here. In a what was a okay match. Was an okay match. And that was it. That was night one. Oh, and also Sami Zayn. SummerSlam Saturday, also night one. Sami Zayn beat Karrion Kross. And Scarlett throws the pipe in the ring, trying to get Sammy to use the pipe. Sammy refuses to use the pipe, and gets Kross in the corner, hits the haluva kick, and Sammy picks up the win. Like I said, Tiffany Stratton beat Jade Cargill night one. And Seth Rollins cashes in on CM Punk. And then night two was a little bit better. Night two was better. We had Naomi coming out, and her dad. This was cool. Her dad playing her to the ring. Her dad is an amazing musician, and he played her to the ring, which I thought was really, really cool. I thought that was awesome. Naomi's dad plays her to the ring. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, and in a good match. All three of these women are going to be top WWE stars in the women's division for a long time to come. But Naomi defeats both Io Sky and Rhea Ripley to retain her title. Then, okay. A ladder match for the tag team championship. A six-way tag team TLC match, not just a ladder match, a TLC match for the WWE tag team titles, featuring Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, the WWE tag team champions, going up against Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, the Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin, and DIY of Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and Fraxium, Nathan Frazier and Axiom, and then Andrade and Rey Fenix. Holy cow. I mean, I have not watched this match back yet, but I have heard that it was wild. It was crazy. I mean, there was a spot where somebody went through 4 tables. 4 tables. 4 tables. Candice LeRae goes through a ladder. I mean, it was nuts. It was absolute chaos, which is what a ladder match is supposed to be. Complete unbridled chaos, and that's exactly what we got. Complete chaos. And Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy retain their tag team titles, which is awesome. Which is awesome to see. The Wyatt Six in a prominent role. I love that. The Wyatts retained here. Then in a no disqualification, no count out match for Becky's Intercontinental Championship, she took on Lyra Valkyria, and the stipulation was if Lyra lost, Lyra could not challenge for the Intercontinental Women's Championship while Becky Lynch was Intercontinental Champion. So, in a really good match, really good match, Becky picks up the win over Lyra in this match, and Becky retains. And so now Lyra can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight Champion, or the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this was probably my favorite match of the night. A steel cage match between, at least going into this match, I thought this match was going to be my favorite match of the night. Until the ending. So, Solo Sikoa's put his United States Championship on the line against former United States Champion and his cousin Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match, so that the bloodline could not get involved, or so that his MFT, My Family Tree, could not get involved. And this match was hard hitting. This match was... I thought I was going to see a lot more violence in this match. Frankly, to be honest, I thought I was gonna see a lot more. I thought that I was gonna see a lot more violence in this match. I thought we were at least gonna get some blood. We didn't even get that. We got no blood. Solo and Solo slides out of the cage. Crawls out of the cage for the win. Goes out the cage door for the win. Okay, that was a lame. In my mind, that was a lame finish. That was a lame finish to me. And I'm sure probably some of you guys would agree. That was a lame match. The ending there, I did not like the ending of that. I wanted to see some more hard hitting, I wanted to see some blood. I wanted to see, like what we got on Saturday. Then Dirty Dominic Mysterio finally looks like he's going to finally get his comeuppance against AJ Styles. Dom put his Intercontinental Championship on the line against AJ Styles. And this match, and AJ came out in all Eddie Guerrero gear. He came out in the SummerSlam gear that Eddie Guerrero wore, inspired gear that Eddie Guerrero wore when it was Ray versus Eddie for the custody of Dominic match at SummerSlam. And AJ came out in the yellow and black gear with the AJ Styles Heat t-shirt. He came out in a lowrider. I mean, the whole thing. And I'm thinking, all right, AJ is going to do it. AJ is going to win it. AJ, Styles Clash. AJ hit a Styles Clash. AJ, hit a couple of other moves. And as AJ was going to finish Dom off on the off the top rope, AJ had him in the corner. Dominic conveniently unzips his shoe, unzips his boot, his cowhide boot now. His cowhide boot. We have to make sure that we say that. His cowhide boot, right? Unzips it. AJ gets him in the calf crusher. His boot comes off. The ref's back is turned. Dominic drills AJ with the belt, picks up the win, and Dominic retains over AJ Styles. Dominic retains. And Dominic, as much as I hate to give Dom credit, as much as it absolutely pains me to give credit to Dominic Mysterio, I have to give credit to Dom on this. I have to say Dom played this very well. He outsmarted AJ, and great job Great job on Dom. Then, the most anticipated match of the night. Cody Rhodes taking on the WWE champion John Cena in a street fight. Now, prior to this, last Friday, we got babyface John Cena. And I'm going into this match thinking, oh man, John has played everybody. He's played all of us like a fiddle. He's played all of us. Because when he came out to no Titantron, just black, and just said his name in white. But then, all of a sudden, the Titantron lights up with John Cena's graphics behind him. He's wearing the belt front in the front, just as he was wearing it last week. He gets his towel, puts it in front, looks at Stu, and asks Stu if he's got one more run in him. And he looks at Stu and says, let's do this. And Stu follows John Cena to the ring as he runs down the ring, does his face John Cena entrance, the whole thing. And I loved Cody's entrance too. Cody had a message that his dad had, that his dad had said, a quote from his dad, and I loved it. I loved that. I loved that, how they did that first, and it was the yellow polka dots, and it was Dusty. It was Dusty's voice on the screen with the quote. I absolutely loved that. Absolutely loved it. And so then we get into the match. And the entire match now, Cody, okay, the entire match, you can see the conflict between Cody. Cody's fighting within himself to not cheat, not do any heel tactics. He's totally fighting this. He's fighting within himself. The entire match, Cody finally pulls the trigger. Cody hits John Cena with the belt. No, at one point, Cody takes off, doesn't just take off the turnbuckle pad. He takes off the rope from the turnbuckle. He takes the entire rope off. He undoes the bracket piece from the turnbuckle, from the rope, takes it off, holds it in his hand, and just pounds John Cena with it. Pounds him. Absolutely just pounds him with it. Excuse me. Multiple times. And tables got involved, chairs got involved. John Cena goes for a super AA. Cody reverses it, hits a Cody cutter through the table, Cody delivers the 3 crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody retains. And we had the 2 baby faces going against each other. And I wasn't sure how that dynamic was going to work. I wasn't entirely sure how that dynamic was going to work, because we were all talking. Everybody was talking. John Cena has got it. Cody. If John Cena turns face, Cody's got to go heel. We're getting a double turn, and we never got that double turn at WrestleMania, at SummerSlam last night. We did not get it. We did not get that double turn. It was 2 legit baby faces going against each other. Okay, in a really good match. And post-match, John Cena gets back in the ring, is in the ring. Cody's celebrating. Cena picks up the belt. And I thought at this point Cena was going to hit Cody with the belt because he beat him. You know, Cody had just beat John Cena. I thought John Cena was going to go back to being the heel and just... But no, John Cena passes the torch to Cody, hands him the belt, and then respectively, Cody gets out of the ring, gives John Cena the ring, and the fans, they're thank you Cena, and they're chanting thank you Cena. And as Cena's celebrating, all of a sudden, Mama, or whatever that Brock's music is, Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE. Let me say that again, just in case you didn't catch that. Brock Lesnar is back in the World Wrestling Entertainment, in the WWE. And the pop this man got when his music hit, when that first, like, guitar riff, whatever you want to call it, that whatever you want to call it, hit. If there, I love what Triple H said at the on the post show Q&A. If there had been a roof on MetLife Stadium, the roof would no longer be a part of the stadium. The roof would have come off the building, off the stadium, because that's how loud the pop was for the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And I could not believe what I was seeing on my screen. I could not believe that it was Brock. After everything that happened, I could not believe that I was seeing Brock Lesnar on my television. And what does Brock do? He marches himself down the ring the entire time. He's not taking his eyes off of John Cena. And I'm going, what's going on here? What's Brock doing? What's Brock got planned? He walks himself down the ring, takes off his jacket, and he is absolutely jacked. Brock looks in incredible shape. And he's staring at Cena, takes off the cowboy hat, sets the cowboy hat down, gets in the ring, and delivers an F5 to John Cena. Gets out of the ring, puts his cowboy hat back on, walks back up the ramp, leaves John Cena laying in a heap in the middle of the ring. What a finish. What a finish. And John Cena gets back up. He's thanking the fans. Is walking back up. He's doing the send off thing. It's his last SummerSlam, and so now begs the question: what is next for John Cena now that he's lost the title to Cody? Is Brock back to take out Cena? Is Brock back to exact revenge on Cody and take out Cody and take the title? Is he here for Seth because of Paul Heyman being involved? Is this going to set up a War Games match? Okay, now I just said that. Think about this. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, I don't know if anybody said Jimmy yet, against Seth, Bronson, and whatever other two they want to find. That would be an absolutely incredible War Games match for Survivor Series. However you want to slice that, however you want to put them together, that would be amazing. But like I said, it just now we're presented with way more questions. What's next for Cena? Does he feud with Brock? Does Brock feud with Cody? Does Brock go after Seth's group because of Paul Heyman and him and Brock's history there? Does Brock go to Raw? Does Brock go between both shows? What happens next is completely crazy right now. What happens now is absolutely crazy. What happens now? The speculation wheel is gonna go off the rails with with Brock now being part of the equation. So however he's going to be part of the equation, is he just back through Survivor Series? Is he back to take out, to wrestle John Cena as his last match in December? Are we going to get John Cena and Brock in Perth? What in Perth, Australia for Crown Jewel? What is going to happen? What are we doing with Brock? I have no clue. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What you think is next for Brock, and what you guys thought of the cash-in at night one of SummerSlam, and just overall what you guys thought of SummerSlam. I thought it was a pretty okay the first night, but the second night absolutely blew it out of the water, especially with the return of the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. What's next? What's next? Who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I will catch you guys in the next one. This is your boy, Hollywood Steve. Remember, when you're Hollywood Steve, you're just too sweet.